प्रेम से बोलो महापति महादेव की जय। Let's all stand as we begin with Arjun. Now we'll get a copy of the Arjun document. So I will start and you will continue, right?
I'm trying to get him to accept.
Please clasp your hands. And just for a little bit, we're going to concentrate your mind as you get set. To get set to do this discourse tonight on Mahabharata. Sajam cha varti samyukta
स्वामी जानत अभिपेता प्राणपात शरणार्थे प्राणपात शरणार्थे तीनों ही एका ओम जय शिव ये आरती शिवजी जो कोई कर गावे स्वामी जो कोई कर गावे कहत शिवानंद स्वामी कहत शिवानंद स्वामी सुख संपत्ति पावे ओम जय शिव
शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबिके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते।
Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Deva Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Think of your Mahadev as the person, forget now, fight that feeling of remembering what you did today or what you want to do later or tomorrow. Right now, give justice, give that due diligence, that due respect. It is time to focus on Shiva. Trambakam yajamahe sugandhin pushtivardhanam Urvargamlabanana Mrityo Mukshyamanrita. Bring your mind down and focus on it. This is not about the people in this temple. This is about you and your Shiva. Tonight you're going to hear another form of him. And in this form, good people are under distress. A very educated, very wealthy individual, very popular person is being attacked by his family. And who does he go to? Krishna Bhagavan tells him, go. The only person who can help you is Shiva. Go by him and get the help you need. Om Namah Shivaya. Oh, everybody, come on, a little bit. Use your voice. Let me go again. Om Namah Shivaya. Your turn. Come on. Om Namah. Do it for him. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Umapati Mahadeva ki jai. Please have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. See, there are everybody here at the temple. Those of you who have been online. Last night we did Satarudra Samhita of Puran, the Mahatyam, one chapter from the Mahatyam of Puran. We did the history, the birth, the marriage, and why Nandi the bull is placed in the way he's placed. We spoke about the lingam and why we don't walk completely around. We spoke about that energy that is flowing at Nandi's opposite facing south to shield the individual from the force of mother and father coming together in the form of the lingam. In addition to the prayer that this old Muni had to get this child was born and eventually is adopted by Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. Tonight, we are going to continue in Shiv Puran. Before we do so, please clasp your hands. Earlier today, Baba confirmed the Ekadasi Tithi that was today, earlier today. Many people would have been those that are doing the Ekadasi breath for the entire year. They are following this 11-day, coming every month, twice a month. Today, many people would have been doing Sahasranam Havan for Lord Vishnu, the 1,000 names of Mahavishnu. They would have been doing different type of offerings at a minimum, jab to Lord Vishnu. Now that moon, that tithi has changed by 2 o'clock roughly. We are now in Dwadashi, the 12th tithi. And today is a very auspicious day to do different stotra, as you'll hear in our discourse, to Lord Shiva for protection. Many people have problems in their life, but many people don't think that when I have the problem, what is the solution to this problem? Because I was speaking to somebody earlier and they made the point If somebody happy, God forbid, hypothetically, comes and say, you know what, brother, sister, you have this medical problem. Doctor discovers something. You know that story goes. I did not know I was sick. I did not know I had this problem, but now I have the problem. Stage this, stage that, etc. Immediately, the typical person will start to pray in a way they did not pray before. You have to evaluate yourself and see, are you that type of person? Because there are some people who will not go in deep. There are different calibers of people. Some people find God immediately as sickness comes, trouble comes. The children have a problem. I will pray for you. They cannot have children. The child is within the womb and the doctor is saying there's some problem. Don't worry, babe. I will pray for you. And then there's this one type of individual who was praying all the time and trouble still comes. Bad things happen to good people. Sickness comes. Let me just say cancer, leukemia, something comes. The doctor says I found it. But I was ardently praying to Madi all the time. Some people will fall off the one. So what I do in all this fasting for, Pandit Dennis, I did all this vrat, I'm doing all this puja, I've been doing this worship, and he allowed this to come to me now. My God has failed me. And there are some people who will say, well, cancer, leukemia, whatsoever, that is the day's challenge. That is my trouble today. I continue to pray the same way I am praying. My God will take care of me. I am not a stranger to the mantra, to the chalisa. If I ask any person here, chant the chalisa. Say Hanuman Chalisa. Thank you. If somebody says, okay, we have so and so problem, let's say you go by Baba and there's a way to calculate how Shani Devta is interfering with you. Shani Dev comes in waves. The Patra will tell you he's ascending, it's starting to get trouble. Then when it's at its works, at its peak, that's when people start to get sickness. What does Shani Devta do? Shani Dev causes losses. It causes a person, that planet causes a person to feel like as if they're spinning top in mud. You save $5, you're going to spend $6. Sickness, the slightest infection, and the person cannot heal. It comes back. The sickness comes back. You thought you're beating cancer, it comes back. In different ways, every time you make a step forward, they come back. And this is why we do Hanuman prayers on a Saturday. A Saturday is a day for Shani Day, but it's literally named Shanivar in Hindi, the day of Shani. So we appoint Hanuman Baba, his god brother, to do his prayers on a Saturday to counteract him. Because in the discourse, Hanumanji is the person who takes his iron and beats him mercilessly. So from that, this Surya Day was proved. It says, Hanuman, anybody who worship you, they put a piece of metal in the oil and they light it there, you know the story. That person is going to conquer Shani. When a person is practicing this type of prayers, and you know about these type of prayers, you start to educate yourself. As I said last time, knowledge is the boat that will ferry you across this life. When troubles come and you know how to pray, you know what you're doing, why you're doing, and you sit down and you say, Lord Shiva, today I'm offering you this for this reason. Then you'll be able to manipulate the situation and get around it first. Last night, didn't we hear a little boy say, death is imminent, but I'm going to cheat death because of my prayers? That is what Nandi did. Nandi, that little child, sat down and he says, I don't know, I have no knowledge. I am a little child, I don't know nothing about prayers, but I believe in my God. And it shows that when you hold to your faith, you're going to be able to conquer your problem. I don't know if I have a Gita. Anybody have a Bhagavad Gita? I think I'm looking for chapter 4. Chapter 4, verse 40. Have you ever read Gita? If I came home by you like this, I famously forget everything I have to do. If, look, let me explain myself. I have to read this book here. So during my 3 nights, Puran, Gyan, Yagna, Devi, Mandir, Arjun Road, Maryland, from Friday, and would tell me, because I would lose this, I would forget. If I came to the puja home by you and I I forgot my Gita book. Do you have a Gita book? Baba, me and no, I had one. Pandit Dennis might come one day and he might have to ask you. He who, I'm reading from verse 40, he who lacks discrimination is devoid of faith and is at the same time possessed by doubt. Everybody hear me? Possessed by doubt is lost to the spiritual path. For the doubting soul, there is neither in this world nor in the next world any form of happiness. Therefore, Arjun, verse 42, slashing the pieces with the sword of knowledge, this doubt in your heart is born from ignorance. What is ignorance? When you do not know. Not anger, like arrogance. Ignorance is when I just don't know. In a different part of Gita, he says, it is good to follow. Your mother teaches the like idea, for example. It's good. You're doing it? Good. Very good. Better than that is to know why you do it. Because when you know why, when you go to do it and in the privacy of your heart and your mind, you will talk to your God and you'll explain yourself. Establish yourself in what you're doing. He says, karma yoga, what the good work you're doing. If it is your prayers, if it is where you're sitting right now, you're going to pray. Focus yourself on that and do it without doubt. Stand up and get ready to fight. Principle of Indra, we had the keys. Everybody, we're just going to do a couple of verses as today with this tea. The Shiv Stotra is a protective prayer. And as we go, I'll do 1 or 2 verses for you. Please clasp your hand and pray for your family, pray for yourself. Charitam Deva Devasya Mahadevasya Pavanam Param Parama Modaram Chaturvagyasya Sadhanam. The story of Mahadev, the blessed story of Shiva, which is great, which is elevating, blesses one of the 4 types of wealth. Gauri Vinayako Pitam Panchabhaktaram Trainitam Shiva Dhyatva Dasabhujitam Shiva Laksham Padhenada. After meditating on Lord Shiva with his 5 neck, his 3 eyes, who is accompanied by Parvati Ganesh, people who listen to the discourse of Shiva have his protection. Gangadhar Shirpato Phalam Ardhanu Shekara Nayanam Dhanadvadasi Karnu Sarva Vibhushana. Let he who carries Ganga protect my head. Watch how this prayer is falling on him. Let he who keeps the crescent moon, Chandrasekhara, protect my forehead, sit on my forehead. Let the killer of Kamdev protect my eyes. Let he who wears snakes as ornaments protect my ears. Granam patu pura adi, mukham patu jagatpati, jivanam bhageshwara patu, kandharam shiva kandhara. Let my nose, my breathing apparatus, be the one who is Tripura, protected by He. Let my face be protected by the Lord of the universe. This part here, what we're talking about the face, people who have psoriasis, the skin, the quality of the skin ailments. Let my tongue, for people who have discoloration on the left and right side of the tongue, what in some we say both mouth, and it is cause problems in their marriage and etc. Let the tongue be protected by the Lord of words, Vageshwara. When you do that prayer, that is left hand puja. So when you're offering like milk or ghee or anything, you offer with your left hand, not your right hand, and you will be able to cut that. Let my neck be protected by Shiva who lives in caves. Kandana, Shiva Kandana. Umapati Mahadevaki. In using your prayers, a person can become protected from the problem before the problem comes. Look at what we just did. I called him here and I asked him here, please sit. Please sit. The answer is attack your throat sometimes. People start bleeding behind your eyes sometimes. It's in the family. So I'm praying today while I have help and I'm good. Shiva, you sit up. We are waiting for you. We are waiting until it comes. A complacent person who doesn't check the oil in the car. But a responsible person might monitor the mileage, check the height of the oil, the water in the radiator. Every husband and father sitting here might quarrel with somebody junior for being irresponsible and not monitoring these things. But every day in our life, when we bolt out the door, how many people check to see where God is being invited to sit on your body? And may I talk about fasting? May I say nothing about it have, you have to fast to do. When a person get up as a Sanatanist, when you get up in the morning, the first thing we're supposed to do, to be honest, we have brush teeth. We are going to the shower yet. There is something called Kara Darshanam. You ever hear of that? Kara means this, the hand. And in the prayer, you hold your hand like this. Yes, looking at Islamic, truthfully. I see. There are some similarities in our prayers, truthfully. Watching the palms of your hand, you call Lakshmi Mata on the top, Saraswati Mata here, and Govinda here at the end of the palm. And you pass that on your feet. I call upon you and I take your blessing, God. Help me and bless me to go to you. Check yourself what you do on a moment. Well, I really need some prayer, something, so I can't say the prayers, I can't move at the altar. That means you cannot pray. Think what I said. That means you cannot pray. But when prayers is only go and touch the multi, because my belly spoiled, everybody pray. My belly spoiled, Baba. As a lady, I can't meddle with certain things. Fine. Does that mean you can't pray? I am not telling you to touch the multi, I'm talking about your palm. I'm teaching you, you lie down right on your bed in your state where you cannot pray. Puja, but you could still call to God. But if you don't have that training, now when things good, you go wait for the day. Just imagine we driving on that road, God forbid, and somebody slamming to you without warning. You think about God then? If anybody have a dog, you train your dog, right? So the dog know in a moment when you call, come in, the dog know to come. You never train that dog to do that. The dog will do it the day trouble coming. In an emergency, you call on him, the dog all of a sudden will know what to do. Tonight, in this discourse, use it as an example for you. You're talking about nobody else. Tonight, this is for you. Everybody, please clap your hands as we're going to do Sumran. As we're doing the Sumran, you're asking that, dear Lord Shiva, by allowing me the opportunity to listen, Shravanam, Darshanam, I get to see. Why is it, why is it possible that, yes, when we come temple, journeying to the temple, I get good karma? By listening to the prayers, last night I talked about Shravanam, we learned about that good. But if I go home, and the pundit or the satsang or whatsoever is happening on the television, how is it still going to give me a blessing? Because in the 9 forms of devotion, he says the person who watches the prayer, you use your eyes and your sense to see the prayer. I want to look at it. I want to look at my religious series and then that they Om Namah Shivaya or whatsoever you have. But I want to see God. I want to see when he acting in the play. I want to see that. That is a form of prayer. Darshan. So this is why long ago you would be placed to say your Katiya prayers are going to watch. Or if I hear old people say that, I'm going to see the prayers. We are no way involved in the prayers. But know that by watching, by making the time, the effort, what are you sacrificing right now? This auntie here giving Parsad apple flowers, God, she getting real blessing. What are you giving? You're giving your time. They don't have a career for time. But the effort you're giving, Lord Shiva give you 24 hours study. And from what you give me, God, just as how the person says, you give me $5, I am going to take 125 cents and put it by him. Thank you, out of gratitude. I am giving me time. This is all I could afford. This is all I could muster to give you right now. But I've given you something. So do not feel your hand empty. And when you're giving that, because after everything, check it and see what more important and valuable than your time. The effort you're giving right now, value, it make a difference. And when you do it, Darshanam and Shravanam, I am listening and watching it first, you get the blessing as if you did the puja. This is why when people have yag, go back home and it used to be big in the village and everybody gathering together. Why do we go to? It's nothing to do with food. Parsad is a blessing, Panchamrit is a blessing, but it is really an opportunity for you to understand your God more and more. Principle of Mahabharata Mahadevati. Everybody put your hand together and we pray to the Lord Shiva. Gauri Shankar Pada Kamala Prema Sahita Hiyade Srimad Shambhu Purana Ki Asar Chuma Shruti Sambedana Shiva Sama Sachirana Nirguna Brahma Vilapane Gyana Sukha Mata Pita Gurumati Devya Samye Sahit Kara Toda Kara Sagarina Paushe Iniko Madhavara Vigana Isha Shiva Yutaja Prema Sahit Kara Toda Sagarina What's in your Lord Shiva? You watch it. Umabhati Mahadevati in your heart and mind, Lord Shiva, bow to your body. Thank you. Mari Baba, thank you for everything you do for me. Today, in the course of the day, let's put it in perspective. The reason why I'm dwelling on this protection. As pundits, we get all kind of phone calls. When I finish the satsang here, we did another satsang online. I'm finished late. And I must compliment whoever made that pumpkin and said, it is good. God bless you. After we finished it about, that was maybe about 1:30. 2 o'clock we get a call. The girl was making a baby. By 2:30 that girl died. Twin died. First baby for the father. Father is alone. They don't see trouble. In the course of the day, Baba, they was driving in Tallahassee in Florida. And out of nowhere, drunk driver collided with this family car. Daughter driving, The daughter's daughter, the granddaughter in the front seat, pitched out the glass and went with her. Everybody died on the spot. These people are preparing for prayers. These people are preparing, to celebrate graduation of the year. When moments like this come, are you ready? Bad things happen to good people. But I'm a stranger to the Lord. The one thing that could help me when you're in that waiting room in that hospital, doctor says, I'm trying my best. You're helpless. If you've ever been in that situation, you'll understand what I'm saying. The one thing that could help you, Baba, me and Nuda, the mantra that says, save me from death, virtue enjoyment. Baba, me and Nuda. Then what are we doing? At a very personal level, you are the grandparent, you are the parent, you are the husband, you are the person in charge. When this arti is going on, we will come to RTU, we bow to your feet, we touch you for your knowledge, all the gray hair you have. We respect you for that. But when I'm in trouble, who to go by? If I cannot run to my mother lap, where to go? And in Bhagavad Gita, he says, the womb you come from, it depicts the karma you have. He says in chapter 1, he says, if you want to know when it's Kali Yuga, watch the women in society. When the women fail, go down, go look at it. When the women in the community or the family stop training, stop teaching, stop giving the next generation, this is how we do for Diwali, this is what we do for Navratri, this is how we as wives conduct ourselves when you're receiving a dollar-hymn for the wedding, etc. Little things. Then you are in Kali Yuga. Now I'll say it in a different. Who would you be without your mother? Without your mother to ring your ears every time you did something wrong, to scold you. Yes, we say it from my mama. But really, who would you be without this lady? This lady is so critical to you because you come from that belly, and from the time you are born, she's the one who says, you know what? When you finish it, this is how you wipe your mouth. Come on, 1, 2, 3. Toilet manners, table manners, your approach to life. Tuck your shoes, dress properly, that's set from your mouth. Nobody else will give it. Anybody else tell you those things, you might feel a little self-conscious, you might feel a little insulted. But when your mother does, oh God, man. Oh God. And you will spend the rest of your life with back there. Do you know where, boys, you pay back your mother for she milk? That sounds straight, then. Every time I used to do something wrong, my mother used to hit me slap. I give you breast milk and this is what you will do. So one day I was reading very grand and I said, Ma, look. But when I finished reading, I said, you see, trouble, she and the zero character. I said, Ma, look at Marvin very grand, and son had to pay back the mother for the milking. So all this milk you're talking about, you're giving me nothing, I'll pay you back. You can imagine the answer. A son has to repay you because you come alone, you go alone. If you have nothing somebody give you, you go and take it and do owe it. Your mother is one good example. You have to repay that lady from she born, make milk and she feed you. On the day she died, and it is time now to lift she box, you're going to take the muscle and the bone and you're going to strain. And say, Ma, from your body I get muscle. Look, I'm using the muscle now to carry you from here to where you have to go to your back. Once the book says, once the person lift and they put the box on the shoulder or they lift with straight in their hand, there is where you repay your money. If you do not do it, they leave it there to come back to pay this person. This is why in our culture, if the neighbor send 2 tomatoes, I don't know if all you had that. If the neighbor send a bowl with 2 tomatoes, the old people used to send back a tomato. Here was in the community temple, this is this lady satsang. She will hear she Puran, but she sharing it with you. When you're done, and you put your little dollar in the RV. Listen why. Pundit, I never hear that before. I learned something tonight. This is this way. But this is she success. But I don't want to owe you. How you end up owing you? The pundit is giving you knowledge. So your devotion get to raise a little bit. You see, from today, I know when I come in church, I bring enough flowers. For example, a little the way I think when I'm going to give an invitation, you see the idea that I have a title, I have stripes, I have job, I have money, I have whatever. And you know what, I'll take off that. And we are humble person. When I said, brother, we have a praise in the temple of covenant. When I shared the parcel, I was glad one day Purification I was talking about prostrate or that type of activity where it is asking for forgiveness, for example. You know when temple people, you know when you have to get help, it is behind. You have experienced that. It has come down to a core group, 4 or 5 people who is give their life. And you know it is getting in return, it will be awkward. Your foot jump, you get scrambled, just go around the foot. You just get kicked like there's a football. That is the God honest truth. As a pundit, let me use myself, maybe I'm all here. As a pundit, Dennis, they look back here after. You are damned if you do. And you're damned if you don't. You make sense? Baba, check my pattern. Good. And if anybody check pattern, we tell you the truth. I just pray to pass along. I don't care about seed, I don't care about when we do that prayer. If you're Mongolic, for example, I'll put you to fast for 17 weeks. You gotta fix that. You have a marital problem with a ways, but you're going to get a shortcut. Because when you take the shortcut and you say, right, I'm going to give me easy 3 days, I'm going to do the prayers. When you do the prayers and you know what that man food member. Yeah, do that prayer is good. So whether you do or you do, so you know what? I bad. If I bad to make you fast and you correct. And I just do it. Tonight I want you to focus on what you do within yourself and how we can improve that. Tonight, Nandi and the same Sanakumar were in the Satarudra Samhita, the second volume of Shiv Puran. We started on chapter 37 and might end up in 40 somewhere. There's a problem in Mahabharata. There we go. Nandishwar is speaking to Sanakumar, and Sanakumar is asking about the different forms of Lord Shiva. So last time we hear about how Lord Shiva take an incarnation upon you as Nandi. They are one and the same. They are not different. We listen to that part. We listen to the next one also. Now, Sanakumar says, I heard that Lord Shiva comes in the form of a hunter, a bhela. The name of this form is Kirat. How did he come as a hunter to hunt boar? There was a boar. How did he end up shooting a boar? Why is Lord Shiva doing this? What type of game is this? And who caused him to come like this? Nandi says, this was because of that character from Mahabharata. That person who sits on the cover of what we call the Gita. Arjun. This is entering now after they had done the gambling match. They have lost everything and they have to go to live in the forest. But whilst in the forest, the cousin, the family don't want to give them rest. Imagine everybody, you know, in some families you have a lot of turmoil. You have a lot of conflict. These people was fighting for land, for money, for gold. They jealous the wife, they jealous the children, they jealous the grandchildren, they murder when your little babies were born. They slit 5 throats with one swing. Merciless. They lost the land, they lost the house, they lost the gold, they lost the grand, they lost the babies, they lost each other. They had to be slaves. They couldn't say, my name is King this and King that. They had to take up a fake name. My name is Barry, and I come here to wash your clothes. But yesterday I was a politician, I was a king. And part of the deal was you had to live in secret. Don't let nobody know who you is. hide. And if you let anybody know who he is, and they start to treat you nice because there was one so and so and so, well then you're going to have to remain in exile and remain outside. And in this way, Duryodhana gave them such a punishment that their life was hell. Now he wants to add on top of it, because now he wants to kill them. There's no stopping some people. There's no stopping the negativity, the onslaught of some people, jealousy and envy, usually rooted deep. And this person wants to continue. Let's hear what happens when Duryodhana knows that they are living in a certain place, they establish themselves, and still the people don't know their true name, but because of the behavior in the temple, in the marketplace, people are still friendly with them. And because of that friendship, the love that is fostering, even if people don't know their true identity, because they are just nice people, Duryodhana is still jealous. Let's hear what happens in this first look tonight. Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharanam. 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 Jaya Ram Jaya Shiva Tab Sharanam. Jaya Ram Jaya Shiva Tab Sharanam. Jaya Jaya Palvayastai Jaya Radhana Pratyashara Guru Matani Yogransin Munyasya Tapasiyadam Jaya Bole Baba Jaya Sharanam 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 Jaya Ram Jaya Shiva Jaya Sharanam Ram Jaya Shiva Jaya Sharanam. Duryodhana knows that people cannot take shrap from a form called Durvasa. Durvasa is he has a horrible history, even terrible shrap. Durvasa is the one who caused Lakshman to die in Ramayana. When all the enemies couldn't beat him, it was Durvasa who came to test him. And when Sri Ram, Tulsikrit Ramayana, is meeting with Yamraj, Yamraj comes and says, Prabhu, you have finished your, it is time to go. But in that conversation, Yamraj takes his true form and says, if anybody coming, if we are disturbed, and that person sees me in his true form, it will cause them to die. Sri Ram understood that and he put Lakshman and says, you are a king today, but now I need you to be a guard and stand up by this throne. Do not let anybody come in here regardless. No disturbance. Said time, Durvasa Rishi with some problem, and he says, I want to see Sri Ram right now. So Lakshman says, Prabhu, my brother is meeting somebody. If you want, I will give the world to you, whatever I tell you. He says, listen to me. Your brother says, whenever people interfere, praying people fall on him. Do not try to butter me up, do not try to dissuade me. I want to meet him. And if you do not let me meet him now, I will put strap on you and all your children. Ferocious temper. So Lakshman now, the name Lakshman means his mind is very swift to think what to do. So on one hand he says, if I let this money go in there and he dies, I will get the sin of causing his Brahman's death, Brahmhati. If I do that, it's trouble. If he doesn't get the money, we will get struck. What to do? He says, I will do it. He opens the door. He sees Yamraj, takes the shrub, and he says, brother, Durvasa Muni is here and he has a problem and he needs to see you critically. Sri Ram did not cry for when Sita Mata moves. Sri Ram is not bothered. He continues to rule. He puts Satyavan on throne. Kush takes what we call now Afghanistan, Iran, all these places. The different brother, the different daughter, Kush daughter, he had a daughter named Hema. Sri Ram is in charge of the Swayambar when they get married. He tended to his family and the expansion of the family. But when Lakshman died, when that death sentence was there, He said, oh God, brother, what you do? He is telling Yamraj. Yamraj disappeared. Durvasa Rishi, when he hear what it is happening, he walk out. Lakshman has to walk the Surya, he has to give up his life. He says, oh brother, I go, you follow. And there is where Ram Leela finished. But it was triggered by Durvasa Rishi. That same Durvasa Rishi now, Duryodhan goes and he sweetens him up. You know the story. And he says, Durvasa, give Yudhishthira the opportunity to host you and all. He has 1,000 students with him. Go and let him feed you. That Rajan is waiting for you in so and so place. Knowing that Yudhishthira is living like a beggar. How is he going to feed 1,000 people? 1, 2, 3, Durvasa reaches there with good intention. And he shows up at the doorstep to meet Yudhishthira and he says, we have come to eat, O Rajan. Prepare. There's 1,000 of us here now. We are going to the river and we are going to come back. And when we come back, we're going to eat. This is the story where Draupadi has the bowl, the vessel from Surjanarayan Swami, and once she doesn't eat this food, the food is coming. But when she calls on Krishna, because she had already eaten, all the food is done. Krishna found what me and you will reject, to be honest. The little, I had to say nasty, the little nasty rice grains stick up outside, get that out of he eat them. And the universe in the moment became satisfied. The rest of them bathing in the water, and it is as if they are satiated, their belly becomes heavy, they start to feel shame now that they leave the place. According to Shiv Puran in Bhagavad, Krishna disappears after speaking with Draupadi. Shiv Puran says Krishna remains to speak to the Pandavas because Yudhishthira drops to his foot. He said, what did I do wrong? That is one trouble after the next. Look how we get away, thank you, we get away, but that would have been trouble there if that money came back here and I did not have a rice grain to feed them. Every time we turn, there's a problem. Krishna says, when I first came to Dwarka, in order to overcome all my enemies, I had to keep vow and fast. I was guided by a guy by the name of Sage Upamani, and I worship Shiva. I did prayer for 7 months on the Buttock Mountain. And you know what? Yudhishthira, Lord Shiva was the one who bestowed comfort and salvation to the people of Dwarka. I think if you do it, it will help you the same way. In this way, Krishna giving assurance to them. Then he disappears, guiding them to go to do Shiv. That's what happens in this slook. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. 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 Devi Devi Vachana Shubha Pandava Muninayaram Janamanaya He Muni Bhutvayatam Shrujuvami Hidam Vera Vedayam Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Adaparam Jagat Gaye Duryodhana Nagaye Bhatinata Krishna. Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. And after Vyasmuni came to look for it. Vyasmuni came and Arjun is saying, people keep attacking our family, keep attacking us, and the way they attack us, if we are not careful, we will die. The women will die, they will be raped. We have all the weapons, we have all the blessings, but it seems as if nothing works. The bad side, they are living it up. They are always powerful, they are always happy, and we are always under duress, distress. Please, Guruji, tell us what to do. Guruji said, Banu, don't feel pain. Wake up inside and realize you're not taking the medicine to your problem. You have a problem, but you're not taking the medicine. Use your intellect and go to the right solution. Realize the enemy. Duryodhana is powerful, but he does not favor the truth. Dhritarashtra is strong, but he's blind physically and spiritually. These people are waiting to fall. They are waiting to be destroyed. Only if you pick up yourself and pick up the right weapon, son. Whatever has been done has been done. You can't change that. But Duryodhana is wicked, and he's going to come after you, believe it. Go to Shiva. Go to Shiva. Pray to him. Give up this pride. We all forgive yourself. So and so has to this one say, that one say. Who's studying that they're going to say nothing? That is not going to help people. Guruji says, O Pandu, O Master of the Bhuvan Arjun. What I'm saying to you is the truth. Wicked people are troubling you because you are staying in one place and you are taking it. Listen to me. Listen to the words of Krsna that he told you before and adore Shiva. Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. When you have been lethargic, when you have been lazy, when you have been given the advice, but your body is heavy, your mind to get up and like that deer to offer that, you're like, offer it tomorrow. Truthfully. I'll do the job tomorrow. I'll do it one week. A dream. Shiv Baba telling me, I'm waiting for my pulsar. I want my flag. I'm waiting for you. I will do it one day. Everything else take precedence. Therefore, when you hear the discourse about how to adore Shiva, O Arjun, you become your own enemy. Devoting yourself to the feet of Sadashiva, just as Krishna told you by his own experience. Adore that loving form, the one-face form. Why do you worship the one-face form of Lord Shiva? He never neglects the downtrodden. Sometimes maybe the Pandit might turn his back on the poor person. He will be feared. The ill-dressed person, all our way back, person come here smelling stink in the worst clothing, naked by your door. And he said, brother, I want to come in the temple. Naked. You will let him come? You be honest. You say, hey, it have ladies in here, boy. It have ladies in here, it have your children in here. When you come in naked with your private export, how are you going to do that? But remember that we are here. Remember that is why you are here. What was the problem with the lingam? Mahadev Baba just lost Sati Devi. And he was in a state Why do pundits, why you should be wearing this when you come temple? What is this? There's a big deal with this. What is this? Rudra. What is Rudra? Rudra is Rudra Shiva actually teardrops from his face. These beads, when Sati body burning, Shiva is crying. And when the drops hit the earth, these trees came. He blessed them that wherever this is, I am. Say that again. Wherever this is present, I Shiva is present. This is why people put it on the hand. But watch your Shiva Murti. He just show it. Here, wait. It is a God. Pundits wear it because when we are going, as I was telling Auntie Mina, you meet the good, the bad, and the ugly. You go by somebody's house, you don't know what they have. You go to a funeral, you go to this, you go to that, things fall upon it. Let me tell you the truth. When we finish doing Shrad, when we finish doing Nandi Mukshad, when we finish doing prayers, so there's a prayer called Narayan Bali Puja when people did not do proper rites for somebody. When we say somebody got kidnapped and they didn't have the body to do the funeral, the body becomes a bundle of blue grass and they do the funeral on this blue grass. But sometimes when that soul didn't get that 10 days pinna, the family undergoes a lot of problems. So you do Narayan Bali Puja now to rest the soul. But sometimes when the people who doing the prayers did not fast for it, the soul comes to the same point. If truthfully, if we were doing yags, and I mean I'm talking so that we could learn, so that next time we'll do it better. Every time you have a vyas, there's a reason why you just put push grass under this matting that you put here. Remember yesterday we talked about the do grass. The person who is reading here needs to be careful. The pundit who is doing that puja is in a critical position just like the yagsman, because if something happens to them, the prayers cannot continue. So the truth is, when your vyas come, you're supposed to tie Bali, to tie him to the puja, to the yag, to make sure that the yag is finished. And when they are finishing and they're doing the shanti part, then you take it out. Let me be fair tonight. When Pandit Ganesh come home by you, when your Baba come home by you, how do you receive your Pandit? Let me go through something. Do you know your Pandit purify your house in 3 weeks? First week, when Baba come, before he come in, put Baba sit down and wash his foot. Why? The person who chants Gayatri, the Pandit with the Janyo, that is chanting Gayatri, the dust from under that person for purify your place. So every day home by you, you wash the foot, you continue in tali, and then you walk through. Before he come inside, talk to him outside about the day weather. And you go and sprinkle in your place. Remember you're doing your prayers for a reason. Remember these secrets I teach you. Clean my house, God, come, go, spot, touch, something very new, and go in. Baba come inside. The second place, Pandit purify place, home, Apa, Victor, and he's sprinkling. You ever see how Pandit is wetting on your house? You know what he say? If it have an unrested soul, if there's a loose spirit, if there's something unclean standing up here where we cannot see, they come in because, oh God, I wish when she do prayers and she say the mantra over what, then I could touch it. Anything that have Lord Vishnu name on it, I could touch, so I get the benefit. So the Pandit is saying, take your drop of water and go. Take your water. When you take your water, get out. When you leave, the place becomes clean. They are not interested in dust. It's not that you have to deal with that before the prayers comes. So then the third place, anybody can tell me where you are, but it's in your place, the third time. Easy one. You know it. When the prayers finish, Lama Baba sit down and eat. It could be a grapes, food, whatever. Because when you jutta or you eat it in my house, messy hand. And then I get to wash the hand. Watch the Pandit good next time you do it by you. If God bless you. That is the 3 ways your Pandit purifies. If you don't do those things, your prayers are a little deficient. You lost something. Your prayers. Gayatri is what is guiding those 3 moments. If the person is not chanting Gayatri, you wouldn't see a difference. Gayatri is a cleansing mantra. Let me talk straight. All of these big people. The Baba married. He have a lady. Children make it. But tomorrow is Pujas. How does a conduit become clean to go and do a prayer? Understand what I'm saying this with this thing? This is a fact that many people have to understand because it applies to your life too. Let me be frank. Husband and wife come together today. When you go to bed in such situation, just like when you go to a funeral and you come back, you become purified, you become clean when you have a shower, you bathe with Gayatri mantra. In the conduit case between Janeva and so when you go dead out. But the Gayatri is the most powerful mantra because it purifies regardless. So married people, when you're in this situation, you're going from unclean to clean. I want to get up tomorrow to offer my dar, or to light media, or go in somebody's prayers to assist in prasad or whatsoever. This is how you do it. And by doing it, just as if when Padre is saying his prayer and is sprinkling, understand this is all. When you're washing your hands 3 times, you're doing the different acts, man. All it is cleansing, cleansing, cleansing over and over, using water and simple man. When you understand these things, like Arjun is learning here, he says, why are you afraid of getting up and doing your prayer? If you involve your prayer in your day-to-day life, like what I'm talking about with the Gayatri, as husband and wife, if you involve, because nothing I say so far involves fasting. In the Sanatan Dharma, if you put the prayer, when you're cooking the roti, when you're doing what you have to do, then in every step, if you catch a pain in the shower, the mantra will come there. But if I only say prayers is only when I put on my kurta on a Sunday morning when I go to the murti. The day Monday come and you get a little pain, you may not think about that prayer. It's a stranger thing. He says, oh Arjun, you have so much knowledge and you have so much Gyan, but you seem to be a very stupid person. Because you do not know how to use the knowledge. You know, some people use the word wisdom. Ganesh Baba is the grant of wisdom. Saraswati Mata is the grant of knowledge. You could read the book cover to cover. I've gone to many yagnas. I've listened to many pundits. Good, but very good. Apply it to your life. I don't know what to do. Wisdom is when you take the knowledge you have and you manipulate it. You apply it into your life. Oh, last time I heard in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, whatever you're doing, do it for me. Whatever you eat, whatever you get, do it for me. Alright, today, look, I'm going to buy doubles for a friend. In my mind, I will say Krishna hamper. That is where wisdom is practiced. In that simple example. Whatever you are doing, I'm jumping in the car, pushing. Oh God, my traffic is morning. Good. Whatever you are doing. He says, Arjun, Brahma and all the other devatas know the form of Shiva, but you are a stranger about it. Shiva is the remover of miseries. He is the one that is served by all in all prayers. Did you know that? You could have Devi, you could have Vishnu, you could have what you have. You are regulated to do that Shiv Puja. You must do that Lingam prayer. There's that prayer is not complete. Shiv Nirmalayam is when you take out the prasad, like how you will offer for the shaligram, the Chausat Yogni, you will offer for that lingam and you're supposed to feed him. But the difference, always remember this, the difference when you offer any other food, you could take back. Remember when you're doing your, let me say, Hanuman Puja, you touch, you take out one of your root or whatever you offer, put so and send the balance to the kitchen to mix. When you take out Shiv Prasad, according to Brahma Puran, when Parvati Mata gives him a shrat, she says, nobody will eat your chicken. This is why when you go to some temple who know what they're doing, you will see like Shivratri, like everybody offering Maruti and whatever. If you cannot afford to give all that you have with a big tree to the lingam, leave it here. Do not take back anything. That is how Shiv Prasad is. Then put it in small containers. So you offer it that. You leave that here. Have you ever gone to prayers and see people prepare like little bowls, little patura, and so on? This is why they do that. So that it is left by the murti or the pitli or whatever you have. Because Lord Shiva, when you put something by him, you don't take it. Always remember that. That is just one of the stipulations in his Katha. He says, if you do this, O Kshatri, you would be able to overcome. You know who is going to help you? Go and pray to Indra. Indra was the person who gave Kunti the child called Arjun. He's very friendly to his son. That's a different story. This boy went to pray, and all his brother and them missing him, wishing that he wasn't away from them. He went to a remote forest and he focused on him. Let's hear what happens. When Indra does come to help, when he does appear, they die. Pahi pahi, pahi pahi, gajanana, parvati nanda gajanana. Pahi pahi, pahi pahi, pahi pahi, we bow to you with your big belly. Baba, you know, many people don't know why you have that big belly. But it says that in Puran, when Krishna come to test Parvati, she was praying for children. And she took out the food for Krishna. He's in a little meager form, starving form. And mother is taking out food around him. And he says, Ma, the way you're taking out food, I'll get fat. I'll get big. My belly go swell. She said, well, lay it swell. I am your mother. I feed you today. Let that belly swell with my love. Watch all your duty. All of them is good gym. All of them have six-pack and muscles. But Ganesh Baba had this big belly, and only that this was explained one. When Parvati Mata gave him the blessing of her mother, he had no choice, but he comes. And he appears because he's not born from her belly. Because Parvati could not have children because of that suicide of Sati Devi. Because she committed that suicide, that was the shrap that even she had to live with. That is the grief she had that she couldn't have children. So throughout her story, in different texts, this girl is adopting children all over the place. And it happens time and time again. Prem Sabro Adi Shakti Mata Ki Jai. Indra appears and Indra tells him, why are you doubting? Remember we talk in Gita about doubt? Why are you afraid at the prayer? It is as if you don't want to get up to do the prayers. It is as if you are not ready to give yourself. Look, I am here and I am telling you what you are praying for. The warrior, the prayers that you want to overcome these people, you want to push back. I am the bestower of comfort, but I am not the bestower of salvation. If you want that level of blessing, why are you hesitating to go to Shiva? He says, son, by all means you should adore Shiva. Surely you will achieve the success. Take out the doubt from your mind. Prem Sabro Mahabharata Mahadev. Indra guides him and sends him to a very remote mountain home. But in that place, Duryodhana, remember how Krishna Leela goes? They're sending Kotna, they're sending different demons to kill Krishna. Yeah, Duryodhana is sending somebody called Mukha, in the form of a great boar. This demon takes this form and is hunting, sniffing, finding Arjun. What is Arjun doing? He is chanting the Panchakshar mantra. If somebody says Hindu brother, Hindu sister, what is the Panchakshar mantra? Your answer is? How much people go say Om Namah Shivaya? You go say that? And you're going wrong. Panch Akshar means 5 syllables. Check it out. Om Namah Shivaya. 6. So the Panch Akshar mantra, 5 syllable mantra, is really, you will see it when it's chanted Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Vasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Sudhaya Digambaraya Krsna Nakaraya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya. 5 syllables. The Prana mantra, which is a separate mantra, Om, is a different mantra. Finally, you could say Om by itself. There are people who say Om, and that is a whole prayer. That is a complete prayer, representing the beginning. What we were saying in today's world, the Big Bang. When the creation expanded, sound, that is where Om comes from. Namah Shivaya now becomes participle of different mantras. Om Namah Shivaya Mrityunjayaya, Namah Shivaya Sada Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Hum, Om Jum, Om, and it has different ways of calling Lord Shiva. But that Namah Shivaya is always inside of it. Imagine Arjun is walking, picking flowers, getting leaves, whatever, as the day is passing, and he's chanting this mantra constantly. While this is happening, time is passing, all the devatas run by Lord Shiva. Mare Baba, why look at you one day, and he's well doing his prayers, why would you give him a little mercy? Spare him now, be easy up now, help him now. And the devatas themselves want to see this guy succeed. Let's hear what Lord Shiva says in reply. Raksha karo with God. In this forest I live by myself. And I alone know the trouble of this, and I don't know what to do. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Raksha karo, raksha karo, he chakra sudarshan bali. Raksha karo, he chakra sudarshan bali. Aadaya Deva, suno mere Deva, he tumha something coming for your children, something coming with bills, something attacking you, and you are helpless. Raksha karo God, today you have to help me. And with that ferocious type of prayer, when doubt leaves the person, and the person is lost in depth of the prayer, and the true devotee starts to talk to God in that rough way, because when you're in trouble, you alone know where you're going to. That time was not Namah Shivaya. Why not that? Maybe once. Daddy day of that breath. You see, pain, grief, that the front stage of it. When somebody dies, the first thing is happening when you get breath. Anger. Why you have to go for it? Why did the doctor allow that to happen? Why did the funeral attendant push the person so? Whatever. Anger. Anger is always there. When somebody gets diagnosed, Lord Shiva, why you have to allow that for? Why did that young child have to die? Analyze yourself. You will see anger is always there first. This is what is fooling this person right now. This person is lost in this forest in their life. Imagine as a husband, you don't know how to save your wife. Somebody literally, your big brother, endangered you, endangered your wife, and you're helpless. I am so stupid. The first thing you hate yourself. Somebody grabs this girl's saree and starts to strip she naked. And I stood there and I watched it happen. How you going to feel about yourself? Later in the story, he allows his own children to get murdered. He did not stop it. When Abhimanyu, he taught that child in the womb how to fight, how to do the Vir Chakra. There's this let's say, political way, a fighting method. All of them band together and they start to make a circle around the enemy. And when they start to hit arrow at the middle, where the person is, that person is going to die. So while Abhimanyu is in the belly, Arjun comes and he starts to talk every day, teaching the child in the belly. So when the child is born very intelligent. He has the knowledge. But the day he was supposed to teach Abhimanyu how to come out of the veil chakra, Abhimanyu was born, so he didn't get that knowledge. It never went. So now in this battle, this teenager is about to get up. Yudhishthira is seeing his side beaten. And he says, "Oh Abhimanyu, your father is fighting on that side. I need you to charge here and I need you to lead this veil chakra. I cannot do it. Your father teach you what to do." He says, "But uncle, I don't know how to come out. I know how to start it, but I cannot finish it. Who will help me if I get isolated inside that thing? I'm going to die." The mother knows, she knows she's going to lose that child. Think about how that mother is feeling. Yudhishthira says, "Don't worry, son. When it's not your son, you could say these things. There we go. I will protect you." Everybody protect him and they rush. And Abhimanyu ended up in front. Everybody was behind. And the child went in and Duryodhana saw it. And they said, "Right, it's time to kill that. Too powerful." And that day Arjun lost his son. He's surrounded by loss constantly. Yeah, these events, this type of mental agony happen here. Oh Lord Shiva, you who understand the heart of your devotee, bring some peace, bring some solace, bring some happiness to my life. How can I have happiness if I am never at peace? The enemy is always coming, coming, coming. There's no rest for the wicked. What peace am I have? But still I am doing this prayer. At that same time, when he's complaining of all the troubles in his life, more trouble comes. Moka, the demon, find him. He is not watching around. He is thinking, I by myself in this world. Who here? Who coming for me now? When you're not expecting the attack coming. When you don't think somebody is plotting, they're plotting. And you with your innocent self, you're happy. But you don't see sickness, death, accident coming. Arjun in the same way. He woke up, Duryodhana is watching him and stamping his foot. The place is cold, so the heat from the body is causing mist. The animal is grumbling, seeing its target in front of him, but with tossed at a sharp, he's getting ready to charge. Let's hear what happens in this verse. Jai Bole Baba Tab Sharanam, 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 Jai Ram Jaya Shiva Tab Sharanam, Jai Ram Jaya Shiva Tab Sharanam, Arjun Yami Namadushti, Kukare Kukare Kukapanya, Pratikam Shiva Par Kelan Ke, Vikare Vikapar Lakshanatam, Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharanam, 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 Arjun is lost in thought and the enemy is charging at full speed coming. Mahadev takes appearance there and then he takes form. But he comes as an ugly, oppressed type of person. A person living in the bush, a person with only bow and arrow and he has all his brothers. Mahadev Baba is coming there to save Arjun. And Arjun is so lost, he says, "Oh God, look, I'm going to come to kill me now. What intention of violence is he coming here with? Look at weapons he has. Look at how he's rummaging, he's grinding his teeth, and he's still not seeing the enemy is coming." Yes, ye Majesty, Nadaye Vidakataye Vaman, Neerata Neerata Bhailasam, Kulaye Shankarat Ayaye Vartaya, Bole Baba Tab Sharanam, Bole Baba Tab Sharanam, Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharanam, Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharanam, Jai Ram Jaya Shiva Tab Sharanam, Jai Ram Nandi says that God gives a person a certain amount of intuition about another person. He says your mind is built that when somebody has good inside of them, naturally you feel delighted, you feel drawn, you feel happy to see them. That person is friendly, but your body feels irritated. It feels scornful when that person, they may be smiling, but in their heart is filled with darkness and harmful thoughts. He says your body, your aura warns you this is an enemy. When you listen to your body, the conduct of an individual reveals the family they come from. Gandhi is telling Isara Kumar, listen, when you watch somebody at a distance, look at their conduct and judge immediately the father, the mother, the friend, the entire family they come from. Look at their body and it reveals their diet. You will see somebody healthy, big belly, or otherwise you will know what they eat. The mode of speech it reveals the individual at a distance the extent of learning. When you look at the person's eyes, when you're talking to somebody according to our text, when they're talking to you but they cannot keep focus, but the eyes only have to do so to the right or to the left, there's a lie. They are thinking of how to conceal something. That person, the eyes tell them out. The concealed mind is revealed by the general appearance. The person thinking something, what how they stand up, what's their posture, what how they do when they react to you. The mode of walking, it will tell you if somebody is rushing or somebody is relaxing. The way the person speaks, it reflects in their face, in their eyes, if it's genuine. They say it with passion, they say it with feeling, or otherwise. Nandi says, when you learn to read the marks that God put on a person, then you will know what is real and what is not. Arjun is so confused, he cannot read. Mare Baba, that you do not have the drishti, you do not have the ability to see God standing in front of you. Nandi said, maybe he's looking for the gold crown, with the tool in the hand, but he is so stupid that the devotee that is next to Krishna cannot see Mahadev in front of him in his full form. He ain't out to save him. Let's hear what happened. Holy Baba, Arjun is seeing somebody pulling an arrow, but he's not watching the ball. He doesn't see the ball coming. He doesn't see the attack. Mahadev Baba with his mercy is ready to save his devotee. But the fool only sees something, but he doesn't understand the whole case of God. Oh, Sanakumar, blessed is the person that listens to this discourse, that they will never fall in this trap. May they always have the drishti to see Shiva working in their life, to see the truth behind the action. use it, you become so lazy and heavy, you cannot protect yourself. He said, like, if I have to go, let me go, but Lord Shiva protect me. And Mahadev Baba smiled, and when he saw the boy, he let it loose one arrow, and it went in the mouth, and the guy falling, screaming for the blood of Arjun. Pulled him out and came out the tail. Arjun spun around when he heard the commotion behind him. He pulls one on, he starts to shoot. Bhajate sarva bhavatayasam vana bhavataya vidatya janakarma mukaye Shiva bhaktiya Nandi says, know that Shiva is the person that removes the suffering of a person. When there is pain, when there is anger, when there is trauma, when there is hurt in your heart and your body, when you're vexed, when you're hurt that something happens to your body, the only person that absorbs and take away the poison. When people lose their limbs, when people lose their lives, when you lost your loved one, when you go through this and you're feeling as if this grief cannot leave you, the person who took the poison for you and I, with the blue throat still living. This is where you ask him in mantra, dear God, drink this poison that polluted my life. I cannot forgive this girl when she really married. I cannot forgive this man. I love him, but oh God, when your heart turns, it has to go somewhere, otherwise that pain, that poison is going to destroy you. And the same devotee goes down, it goes in a downward spiral. He is powerful and can turn your poison into nectar. The nectar that you're looking for is a defeat, and this man offered that trouble to him. Old problem, new problem, old devotee, young devotee, dependent, put your mind to Shiva. O Sanakumar, and in the face of death, loss, any type of denouncement, any type of criminal behavior, incrimination, accusation, whatsoever, you know, in the same temple belonging, ladies, with all respect, you know, from the time you watch a man, you do it. You know, as soon as you smile with that man, that is yours. How much people get false accused? There's a graph, the delta for the planet Mercury, but delta. When you have that, that is what is called cancer and cysts in your body. That planet is you. That planet is also, when you have that graph, when that dasa is rising in your life, where you never get accused of. False accusation, scandal. People will talk at this same temple, in the same religious organization you belong to, the same group you were supposed to get support from. In that, the person wouldn't come and say, brother, I hear somebody saying you're doing this. Is it true? I hear this happen home by you. Is it true? Did this really happen? When somebody said it, that means it happened. That is what we call gossip. And that happens. For good people. Principle of Mahabharata. When people cry down your character, especially for ladies, this is why when you're doing your wedding, Mahadev Baba has to be invited in that number. But preserve this wife, preserve this girl. The girl is what? The girl is, you know, some people argue on it, we just make women look like this property. But in the Dharma, in the rules, the girl is treated because of her ability to make a home, to make children, to make good proper decisions. She's a commodity. The man is supposed to, if this is my commodity, this have a purpose, this could do something, this could guide me. I have to guide, I have to guard this, right? This would not guard me. Understand what I say? This has a purpose. This will help me, so I have to protect this. So the girl now is born, again because of karma, she is born into the house of the father. She's influenced by the father. She grows under his rules with his name. One day she has to transfer now. Look at how a woman's life is. Give up all your ways of, let me just say, cooking chana and aloo. You used to put so much of pepper in your father's house. When they come in husband's house, put some. Relearn everything. Retrain yourself. How you sleep, how you get up, how you cook, how you clean, how you and your husband talk, privacy. Nowadays different, long time was different. But in today's world, you still have some decorum. If husband and wife have a problem, do you come outside and fight in front of people? Or you learn to talk like people at home? That comes with training. If nobody will train you, you'll behave like an animal. You will not respect your husband, you will not respect your wife. You will get embarrassed. But what is the girl supposed to do? The girl is transferred from the father house into husband house under the protection of husband. She takes his name and she learns, whether you realize it or not, you learn their ways. I leave the Singh family to go in the Ramsarup family, but I learn how the Ramsarup is cooked. They will start there, how it is clean, how it is pray. The girl is like this sponge, she absorbs. And when she done absorb, then one day she master with them this do, then she will correct you. There comes a point where the lady now starts to make changes. And you see that in Tulsi Katha, Tulsi but the Tulsi plant going to form. She said, blessed is the daughter-in-law that come in the family, and the son, which she was wondering, he have every bad way. He twists like my hand right now. He said, boy, he's man now. Me don't know my mother again. I could do what I want. But blessed is a good girl. She could tolerate this. She could play with this, and one day bend, knock, beat. Straight there. And that is the day that daughter, while her mother and father is living, she brings blessing that a son cannot do. Remember, if you talk about a son in our text, you call them Putri and Putra. Not Bedan, they're just literal type. But what does Putra and Putri mean? The person, by the way they live. Say the father and mother from a region of hell called Put. Put is a place where people mistreat children, abuse children, don't feed children, don't train children, go and burn for that, account for that. But when this child grows, and she now, in this case when we're talking about the girl, she now is training. Look, I seen her go in the back. And that mother will train that child to be good and learn and bow to your father's feet, bow to your mother's feet. Make sure and go to the temple, you go learn, you go pass flowers by the murti, you go sing to bhajan, learn to play drum from the church. The mother and the father is the person who is pushed her. When the girl do it, she belongs to the father house, the husband house, sorry. But one day somebody will say, whose daughter is that? And that is where the father and mother will get the blessing, living or dead again. But when your son have to give you a blessing, you have to die first. Step one. Because you can't be living and getting finger. Your son will do all those works, agreed. But a girl child will give you a blessing while you're living. From the day she born and you see she eyes, that day the father knows, okay, this is the next generation. I see my future here. And the work start. The mother, from the time the child born, that mother have to do nothing on it. The father is the teacher, the father is the role model, the father is the one who have to teach them how to hold the lota, how to sit down with the book. If a father only goes to work, if you're sitting here and you think to yourself, my job is only to go to work and provide, you are so wrong. Because one day, Yamraj will ask you, you have the karma to have a little girl and a little boy. What did you do? Well, I went to work and I provided and they got bread and roti. Good, where you teach them? What did you stand up and say in this house? Remember, the wife you take your wife's name. Everybody is following you. You are the head. As the head, did you say, okay, the family that pray together, stay together? Christmas Day we are fasting, okay, but you'll remember, brother, we are eating together. Thanksgiving, we are eating together in this home. Never raise your hand for your mother, because you have plenty of that today. It have plenty of parents that are better dead than alive because they have insurance policy. The same people you're kissing and loving. The same, that same one is the same one that's brought up to be Durga. Don't feel it's some ugly child that is brought up with ugly ways. Arjun lets go an arrow. So the two arrows inside the body, of course, the animal dead. Lord Shiva comes to test him. Oh, why you feel you kill this animal? It is my arrow. And the two of them now start to want to jostle with each other over the arrow. And after a point, Arjun hold on and the wrestler and the whole Shiv Baba in this form. If you ever see Lord Shiva with that beard, like in picture, full beard, that is this form, that is this conduct here. And Lord Shiva wanted to play with Arjun. There are many discourses like this. Testing, breaking, bending. Lord Shiva lay Arjun hold him like a wrestler, like a chokehold, and lift him up and slam him down. And when he was slammed to the ground, all the gunners then get it because, oh, you could do this. This is Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva laughing. Every time he hit him, he laughed. You're finished, you're good, you beat him up, you do whatever you have to do. So Arjun asked him, what is this? What kind of fight is this? More we fight, more you enjoy it. More we fight, more you laugh. What it is you come here to do? You not come to see it. Turn into his true form. He says, I came here to answer your prayer. I came here to test you. I came here to enjoy you. You are my child, and as a father, I am enjoying you. All the gunners are watching. And he says, today I reward you with this bow. Yagna Swarupaya Jata Dharaya Pina. Go in your first few verses of Gita, he said the peanut bow slips from his shoulder when he is lost in doubt in Bhagavad Gita. This is where you get the bow and you push the weapon, the arrow. He says, I give you this weapon. As I have come as this Bhela, this hunter, I have come here as a form to show you that I am around you, I am protecting you, I am with you. It's you who does not realize that I am with you. Principle of Mahabharata. For this reason, Arjun is known to be tested, rewarded by Lord Shiva. When Shiva gave Arjun the weapon, he says, take my strength, take my weapon, and prepare for war. Battle is coming. You are going to reach where you have to reach with this family. Please do not think it is wrong to defend the right. Today I empower you to do just that. Get ready. Listen to the advice of Krsna. I will tell him what you should do, when you should do, and you will win. Principle Mahabharata. Everybody please clasp your hands and we do the final slope. Hari Om. He started to pray to him before the end of the discourse. Namaste Deva Devasya Namapula Shivase Naha Sada Shiva Namastubhyam Panchavakrate Nama Mahadeva Dwala of Kailash. Sada Shiva having 5 faces, we bow to you. Nilakanda Namastubhyam Sadayo Jata Ve Nama Vrishka Vraj Namastute Vama Giri Raja. We bow to you in that Sajjo Jata form, the one who is the Lord of Girja, we bow to you. And he went on like this. He says, oh Arjun, we had to meet. And I give you this weapon, go and defeat everybody. Iti yukta karin sutra yatha shankar venama te marjuna shri kirat ye katha salvatam mangalam yena. He says, Nandi says, O Sanakumar, I have therefore given you the discourse where Shiva comes to relieve the misery of his devotees. Therefore, adore him, narrating the story of Kirat, the incarnation of Shiva, by listening to it, by reciting it, by sharing it with other people. For those of you that are recording to go on Facebook, share it for people. A person is going to get their desires, especially if you are praying for help, if you are praying to overcome the hard type, the bad type of grief, hard to fix, hard to heal, when you think it cannot be remedied or fixed, overcome, these type of blessings follow you. Prem Shubalo Mahapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Everybody I came around that time, I apologize. Let's do one chant and then we'll do Arati. Baba, you was here. Always remember to worship. If anybody will do the flowers, if you have your flowers, when we do the arati, everybody just free yourself, get up and come and offer it by Lord Shiva at the same time. Shankara Shiva, Shankara Shiva, Shambho Mahadeva, Shankara Shiva, Shankara Shiva. Nandi Vahan Shankara Shiva, Nandi Vahan Shankara Shiva, One song, or if you want to give you Nagin Prahara, praise, anything you wish to do. So by your comfortable. Okay? You could shake my
नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय वसुन्धरागाय महेश्वराय नित्याय सूर्याय दिगम्बराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Prince Sri Ramananda Swami ki jai, Kalpatra Hanuman ki jai, उमावती महादेव की जय, व्यास महाराज की जय। Panji Vyasi, my humble pranam to you. It's been a blessing and a pleasure for all of us to be here with you and have you with us here in this beautiful mandir, to enlighten us and to inspire our devotion towards Shankar Maharaj. As we listen to his various manifestations, let us all be inspired to continue that search, to continue that journey in connecting and merging with Bhagavan Shiva. As we say, Shivoham, Shivoham. With this, Swamiji, at your request, I will sing just a short bhajan, maybe a verse or two. As we all know, Bhagavan Shiva carries, what does he carry? The Trishul, he carries the Damaru as well. The Damaru goes, bum bum bum. In this we celebrate and we dance with our love toward Bhagavan Shiva. So I urge all of you to push your hands, push your voices together as we merge and dance with him, as we become one with his energy. Bajave Damaru, Bajave Damaru, Bajave Damaru. Bring the Damaru, he's dancing. Let us enjoy his dance. Let us enjoy his lila and dance with him. Bajave Damaru, Bajave Damaru, Bajave Damaru, Bajave Damaru, Chakrapam Bhamma Bhola, Bajave Damaru, Bhagwan Shiva of our love. Let him offer our love to him. Let him dance to our love. Vandan ko aapre kore nikara. Vandan ko aapre kore
As we conclude this evening, please remember chapter 4, the Bhagavad Gita, verse 40, that for the person that has doubt, there is no happiness in this world and in the next one. If you just need to remember home and final Gita, read that verse 40. Sister Gita chapter. Many people do prayers, not everybody has full feet. If you look at yourself, you have to question if bad things are happening or will happen, or could happen. Will you hold to your Lord Shiva? This period form, this incarnation of Lord Shiva sounds trivial, it sounds small, but this is why, look at all the Munis, Naga Sadhus, when they spin Mela at the Ganges, they all have long beard. And they tie their jata, they reflect this way. There's a lot of strange behavior with these people. But it all ties back to Lord Shiva. For example, when the body of Sati Mata is burning, Lord Vishnu has to destroy the body so that Lord Shiva could stop being lost in grief. He held on to the burning body in his hand and he was going all over the place, but he was not studying anymore. So Lord Vishnu realized that I need to destroy that burning body in order for him to normalize. He shoots the arrow and bursts the body into parts, 54 parts. And it fell upon the earth. One where the private part, the womb of mother fell in Varanasi. Till today people are burning body. Wherever it fell, people burn body. They go to get cremated. And Lord Shiva went and he took all the little parts, all the pieces, and he made the fire. Why is it he's called Bhutnath? What's the big deal with the cremation ground? He says, Gil, I love you so much. Look, I wear you. I take your body even now as you're burning, and I wear you on my body. That's why when Parvati asks him, whose skull is that you have on your neck? I hear his women's skull. You have been collecting the bones of dead women and wearing them on your body. Who woman is that you're wearing? And Lord Shiva turned back and laughed. He said, that is yours. From Janam to Janam I keep you, and you are always with me. And that day Parvati Mata got asleep. For this reason now, when you hear about a Goric, go home and Google it when you have time. Learn about your Dharma. We are Sanatanists. It have people who follow Agoric. Agoric people are a little more different. They will go to the cremation ground, where we say the body burning and not being gross is the truth, and they'll take the dead fingers and they'll tie it up in the heel. That will burn in the fire, that's the first side. Shiv Rama like that. They will pick it up and eat. That is the truth. It exists. We do follow that. But it exists. When they walk, when they are going sadhu walk, and you don't cover your hair, or you don't bow your head, or you feel you can expose your body, they will take the stick, the gun that they have, and they will crack you mercilessly. You don't want to act appropriate, learn to act appropriate. That is the truth. When these people walk in, when in Naga Sadhus, watch it in your little YouTube and you'll see it. Step back. Approach, tread careful when you're going close to them, because they're rough. They are following this form of Lord Shiva. They are following this form, so they move a little different. It is not this young nice Baba dress up and how he's sweet and he talk like honey flowing from his mouth. That is our version of spiritual. But if you go to Ashram in Rishikesh or Haridwar or Varanasi, you would learn very quickly. Don't miss, don't meddle, don't do it wrong. There are rules for you. When you come to pray, don't play. We come, but we just play. We would come and sit down in our chair and check every email on your phone before you pray. But when you come to pray, what you came to do, what is your role? Not to study with me, truthfully. What you sit down and study, you go in brown quarter, you could sing, that one could play drum. Oh, look how nice the mala looking. You get totally distracted. Do you know why Pandit sings plenty? That drum is knocking not for the daytime. That drumming is to catch you, to hold you, because your breath going further. If Sarah Satsang do here, many people for us. No singing, we just reading from the book, chop-eye, verse to verse, going on with it. But look at what our people is becoming. There will be fear, especially elders, I will tell you. We have what now? YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook, online, everything. If I say one word wrong here, any child will go and Google it and correct it. That's the only little. Long ago, according to tell you, the sunrise in the west, and you had no recourse, you didn't know it. Baba will teach you that, that's how it is. But now different. You are growing in a time where it is more technological, but it's more approachable. You'll get the information, you can talk to them, they are not beasts. Those days are done. Because if a person has that behavior, I mean if it is something wrong, it's different. But if you cannot go and talk to your guru, what is the purpose of that guru? What is the purpose of having somebody but I'm afraid to even ask you why you just tie this string and wait for me? Afraid. That is what we as older people, that is what we grew up with. Now it's different. Thank God for it. Thank God for people that will guide you and help you. And break it down in a way that I could understand. But if you realize long ago, like for example, in my, let me listen. When I used to read Ramayana, me and home sit down with my grandfather talking. And Nana is somebody really love Ramayana. You know it. You know it has some people know stuff. I remember now learning to read, not for people, just home, we just talking. Papa, it in Aranya can't shop by 16. And this man had a road system. You're talking shopping, let's go and find it. Show me great. And with that training, you learn your book. You learn, for example, Anasuya is talking the Sita Mata about the 4 types of good wife. What is a good wife? But we live in a world, where you have more access to knowledge. But Hindu people know less about the If Be honest with yourself. If I come home by you now and I say, hey, I lost my Ram. Then me yourself. You have it? That is the body of Ram. You know what? Okay, Tanti, I forgot my guitar. I have to read guitar in your house this morning. Let me yourself. None. Until you have Chandan, I forget my Chandan. And I read to her father. At the burial, until I go on and Pandit Surya teach my bell. I don't have a bell on me. Let me your bell. The bell is where Garuda. You ever watch the bell with him, Baba? But who is this person sitting on? Never hold this course in Padma Puran. Garuda is sitting down on this, and when you ring the bell, the resolution, the vibration, the sound wave, imagine a wave like the sea wave then, hitting up. If it has any energy, any spirit, the astral form, not the front story, but the energy of this thing, if it stand up here, move, go from here. Notice when the person offer any parashat, what you put the next time that is doing the prayer. Check Krsna. And they offer any cloth, the flag, they're doing RT. Save that person that was going around all them times, and then they make sure that they follow them, touch them, interfere with them, nobody's to trip, fall, get sick, etc. When this is being rung and the song is bellowed, because of what the song represents, you bow your head out of respect. Always remember that. Otherwise, funny things start to happen. Mean it. With all respect. The girl when they sit down to the prayers, but midway the prayers, she barely changed. Or when I finish that prayer. What is happening to boys? They're doing the prayers good, but when the prayers, on the time to vomit. On the time to run to the toilet and have diarrhea. According to the rules that say, a girl who has a monthly is not fit for puja. Don't feel like over 1 hour. Check yourself when it's half funeral. Maybe you get 5 boys. So, well, those are traditionally, sometimes 7. Why? Because in India they only use 1. But what's the problem? Why we have 5? If this guy, the main guy, is, let me say the son, get a cutting up mango, get a little slice, and the body is leaking through it, get diarrhea. He go outside and shave his head, never had a bald head before, he get a hole in his head and mucus running out. He is unfit to offer the puja. Just like the girl unfit to do the puja. So the second person of the 5, the third person, the fourth person is all now. You lead, this boy can lead. That is why it's so. It's like a spare tire, you have a backup. That is the purpose. We don't really need 5 people to go around that block. We don't need 7 people. We need 1 person. But the others are backup. When you get to sit together like this, and you get the knowledge that you're looking for, the knowledge takes away the ignorance you have. I don't know. I didn't know. Now I know. When you have that knowledge and you have the confidence, my Shiva, just like how you say Arjun in that voice, that Shiva is going to come with that beard, with that bow and arrow, and will spin around me and protect me from head to toe. Then you praise the Lord. Analyze yourself. If you cannot talk like that, when you say your prayers in your house, then you just see it, you're in me. Tonight as we close with second night, tomorrow is the last session. But well, we will talk about time I think just now. Tomorrow morning when we're doing this session, we will read it, we third discourse. Tomorrow morning just to give a preview. In tonight's discourse you hear what Krishna say, well I prayed to him and I did this, that and the other. Nandi is talking in the next chapter and he say, tell me what Krishna do, what do you mean Krishna do Shiv Puja, what are you talking about? I never hear that. Tell me what went on there. Why did Krishna, Lord Krishna, feel it was necessary to pray to Lord Shiva and what he did it for? As we discussed in the morning. We will do with the front Ashirvad part and with Gita and everything of it to finish it done. Tomorrow morning is the morning when we're doing the Havan. We have to call the name of the 64 Mother, Chausat Yogi. If you come in the morning, as you close in, Baba, you think you can offer a little something on the lingam? If devotees have flowers, perhaps not. Short thing, nothing wrong. Just come and rest it. Just let me know what you want. If you want. I think it's a wonderful morning because tomorrow will be into the Triodasi. The moon in the month of Shravan, it is perfect. Don't lose the opportunity. I will praise the rock. We'll be rocking up around that 12 o'clock and make this Sunday hour. I want to come a little before, if we start in what, 9 o'clock? Reading time? Somebody give me a little time.
Reading 10 to 12.
10 to 12.
9 puja.
9 o'clock is Puja. I want to come a little before to do my own little Hawan and stuff. If it make use of the day. But it's for it to remember. We're supposed to be praying a lot. Hawan and job and so on. Because we need people in garden. When I call it Jari, think what I say. When you take a mala or something, and it's Jari. What is Jari? They're using energy from the prayers to reinvigorate the individual. But the sick, the upset, the whatever, has to go somewhere. And if you call it, go and do it like job or whatsoever, you will see later in life the same problem that is on the twist, bend, and heel. Anybody who is rubbed their knee, back, whatever. People who born by the foot, if they don't know how to fix this, they are born with pain. Principal Mahapati Mahadeva, Baba, you something good. Sing out. Everybody please stand. Please forgive me for going over the time. I apologize for that. Let's all stand, remember, from where you're here, put your hands together, and just for a little bit, don't talk to each other, talk to that Shiv Murti. Thank you for the opportunity tonight to do your prayer. Food, dear God, it's coming. But just for 5 seconds, we'll just say a prayer. So, careful, you pray.
Sajam Jagrati Samyutam Vahman Yojatam Maya Deepam Grihani Vichar Om Jai Shiva Prabhu Jai Shiva Thank you.
Everybody
Hare Rama, Hare
Everybody put your hands together. One auntie just reminded me that I did not explain the salt fast. So I explained that Lord Shiva had this water, and when they cut off Ganesh Baba head, she gets afraid when she sees Durga Mata appear in her ferocious form with 16 arms. Durga Mata says, I curse you that because you are afraid of me, you go and live in the salt. When the whole commotion was done, Lord Shiva comes and he holds a Shok Sundari and he says, Devi, baby, you will live in the salt. And you will become the essence of salt. Salt will become the queen of all the ingredients you could put in your pot. You could put what seasoning, what masala, what pepper, but you will never compare to what salt will bring flavor-wise in food. Then he tells her, David, because you are afraid, fear made you become Saul. When a person abstains from Saul, listen to the answer. The fear that they have, karma, how you give is where you get. When the person abstains, stay away, fast from the Saul, the fear you have, you will overcome it. So, on the syringe, I would say you're afraid to fail that exam. You want to get through that interview, fast from Saul. Give it up. And what you're fighting to have, you will achieve it. When you share Saul food, like we are about to do, what you're praying for, what you want to achieve, you will get it. When you put salt in the cedar, when you give it for the dentist, whether yourself one day or the person you're praying on behalf of, maybe a deceased, when they have to face your wrath, let there be no fear, let them stand firm and fast. And let no fear come to you. We champion fear when you use salt. This is why. Always remember that when you're fasting from salt, it's not that the salt unclean, but this is how you use it. When last night I was talking about the nourishing form, take salt, mix it in ghee, and you do how and when you hear people doing prayers with rock salt or sea salt, crystallized salt, big chunks of salt, dip it in ghee and you use the gram mantra. When people are attacking you, when you have fear because you are finding things in your yard, your body has marks, pain upon your body, that salt becomes a tool to remedy the problems that you have. In this way, please, as you leave here tonight, as you leave the house of Lord Shiva tonight, walk away. Walk away as if the diya within your heart, your soul is glowing a little more. That I did not waste my time, Shiva. I have come and I have learned and I am full. Tonight I conclude my prayer with your blessing and I make my way home with your blessing. Go with me, Mahadev. Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Manusra Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Everybody. Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Prem Solo Mahapati Mahadeva ki jai, Pavan Putra Hanuman ki jai, Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki jai, Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai, Satya Sanatan Dharma ki jai. Jai Jai Sitaram. Sabko Sitaram, everybody.